In the Den with the TRU Wolfpack. Enjoy great sporting events at affordable family places. Check out tru.ca/athletics for details.
This is the opening weekend of the season in Canada West basketball, with the Wolfpack beginning on home court against the newest team in the conference. The University of Northern BC Timberwolves from Prince George are making their CIS debut, while the Wolfpack are beginning season number 8. From baby steps through adolescence and finally to young adults, there have been growing pains along the way for the Wolfpack.
We had to go through a process here when we rebuilt the program where we had to get into games. We were losing games and we weren't really competing till the end, so we had to figure out how to compete for 40 minutes. Then we had to figure out how to win close games, and we started to do that a little bit more the year before. Last year we executed better in winning the close games until finally the pressure of, okay, we win this one game, we're in the playoffs.
Reeves and the Wolfpack return with a solid group of veterans from their first playoff team, led by Jen Ju and Diane Schutze. Schutze was a second-team CIS All-Star last season. She led Canada West in scoring and was one of the top rebounders. Jen Ju is another player with the ability to break a game wide open. From her guard position, the fifth-year arts major out of Britannia Secondary led the pack in scoring in 6 of their 18 games last season.
The thing with me is I'm always hungry for the ball. I always want the ball. I always, I'm looking to get open, looking to do things to allow my teammates to get the ball. I'm extremely, extremely competitive.
UNBC joins Canada West following a season in which they went 15-1 in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference and won the league championship. And now they find themselves in a similar position to what the Wolfpack were in 7 years ago.
We're in the best conference in Canada. We're competing against the #1 ranked team in Canada, basically, with the Fraser Valleys, the UBCs, the U of S's, the U of A's, and some of the lower teams we should battle with. We should battle with everybody every night. Am I going in saying we're going to beat UBC? No, we're going to compete, and that's our goal this year.
The TRU guys have yet to take that step that the girls made last year, into the playoffs. In its preseason preview of teams, Canada West has speculated that the Wolfpack could be the surprise team in the Pacific Division this season.
One of the things is we were a lot of first years last year. We have 8 guys returning, so that sort of, we only lost two guys, key guys. We're only 2 guys, so the experience factor, I think, is more beneficial this year.
That said, those 2 key losses from last season's team were big ones. Chaz Koch graduating and Justin King returned home to Las Vegas after just 1 season with the Wolfpack.
Justin, he might have led the conference in scoring, and he was 2nd in rebounding, and Chaz was about 4th in scoring and maybe 5th or 6th in rebounding. So from a numerical standpoint, that's something like 35 points, and almost half our points that we scored, and probably half the rebounds. So we have to do things a little bit more by committee. And that committee goes back to work tonight on a brand new season. The women's game at 6, the men play at 8. The Wolfpack and the Timberwolves will meet again tomorrow night at the Tournament Capital Center. Wolfpack hockey's at home for 2 games. Payback will be high on the priority list when they face the Selkirk Saints from Castlegar tonight at Memorial Arena. TRU is 3-2 with both losses to Selkirk, and they were in blowouts, 11-0 and 8-1. The Saints go into the game leading the league at 6-0. Tomorrow night, the Wolfpack will host Eastern Washington University. And the volleyball teams are in Brandon this weekend. In the men's, the Wolfpack and the Bobcats are both 2-0 to begin the season. The 0-2 Wolfpack women are going to be facing a Brandon team that split its first 2 games.
Want to do something fun with the family? Come out and support the TRU Wolfpack. Don't miss the McDonald's International Men's Volleyball Tournament, December 29th and 30th at the Tournament Capital Center. TRU, it's your university.